What's going on, you guys? Alaxo here again. Alright guys, a lot of information coming out here in this video. Feel free to check the description below. I have all the timestamps, all the chapters lined up. Well, we have two new characters. We have Ninny and Noel from Burn the Witch. You heard that right, Burn the Witch. Alright, so here we have Noel, and here we have Ninny. Once again, both new characters. It looks like they're going to be event characters, actually. So, yeah, we have a new event immediately following the first two events we just finished. So, a lot of people are going to be really, really tight on Jades like I am up there. As you can see, I only have 12,000. So it's going to be a very interesting time, especially if they push these characters out really, really quickly here. It's going to be very, very tough, very, very interesting. As you can see here, we have their gear, we have their weapons, and we have their models in game. So, in case you guys are curious, Burn the Witch is pretty much another universe of... It's in the same universe, I should say, as Bleach. So, as much as it is like a collaboration, it's not really a collaboration, because a good way to compare this would be something like in Pokemon, where they have different regions of Pokemon, like region-locked Pokemon or whatever. This is just like that. Because this is, I believe, what... Soul Society West branch of the Soul Society is where they come from in Burn the Witch. So, as much as it is like a collaboration, it's not really, because it's a part of the same universe. The same way that they have like Hados in Bleach, in Burn the Witch, they have magic. So, anyways, we also have the character kits. Let's go ahead and check out those character kits. Alright, here we are. Looks like we have, as I said, both of them, Ninny and Noel. So, Noel obviously being the character with black hair, and Ninny being the blonde character. We have pretty much all their information we need or are looking for. So, let's see here. Noel, going to be a dragon, an attack specialty dragon. And Ninny is going to be a... Oh, skill specialty tiger. Nice. Okay, that's interesting. So, let's see here. The heroic war soul of Ninny and Noel are block chance for defense specialty characters. That's huge, because she's going to be the free character. So, everybody gets an extra 4% block chance on defense specialty characters. Very, very nice. And let's see here. Black heroic. So crit rate 4% for defense. Not really super important for defense special characters to crit, but interesting. Anyways, here we are. As I said, Noel is going to be the paid for character. Usually around 130 or so pulls, you can get them. And Ninny is going to be the free character. She's going to take 30 shards to combine Ninny and Noel. So, blonde free to play. Here we are. We have their gear again. We have their weapons. We have the character art here. And here we are with the actual skills. Alright, also, here's some information about the event itself. So, the reason why I think that this is just going to replace the what was it? It was the event last year, the travel event, is because, as you can see, this anime takes place in London. So it's going to be like a replacement for that, but it's going to be, I'm assuming, something for, travel season, but London, and it's going to have the Burn the Witch in there. So, yeah, event with Burn the Witch. Alright, here we are. Let's go ahead and hop right into the actual character kits here. All right. So, talents. We have Ninny first, and then we have Noel second. So, this is going to be the support character. Increases the attack, defense, and HP of all male characters by a certain percent. So, here the passive Increased damage reduction rate. Okay, that's cool. New buff for all allies on the battlefield cannot be dispelled. Let's see here. Restores 10% HP and 80 rage to the unit. Unit damaged by a crit. Okay, remove all CC from a random ally. I hope that is as long as the ally has CC on them, it'll get rid of it. Not actually random, like it picks somebody random and it doesn't have CC, so too bad. Increase damage reduction rate by a certain percent. All right. Here we are. Okay, we're getting to the rage now. 6-man AoE. Okay, so it's going to hit the entire battlefield. Reduces damage reduction rate by 15% for a whole round. Increase back row crit rate by 10% for 2 rounds. And so that's actually not too bad. That sounds pretty good for not having the weapon. Let's go ahead and check out the awakened attack here. All right, 6-man AoE attack. Reduces damage reduction rate by 25% for 1 round. All right. So it's up 10% from not having a weapon. Increase back row crit rate by 20% for 2 rounds. All right. Increases highest attack ally crit damage by 30% for 2 rounds. Very interesting. Removes all CC from back row. Wow. Okay. So this sounds like they pretty much copy pasted almost Rukia's kit and put it on Ninny and then added to it with remove CC. So that's going to be interesting, except for it reduces the damage reduction rate for the entire enemy team, not just the back row. So this is pretty much Rukia 2.0 right here. Let's go ahead and take a look here at her mastery skill. Deals damage to an enemy, reduces the heal rate by 40% for I'm assuming 1 round, maybe 2 rounds. That's pretty nice as well, having another anti-heal unit, but fortunately it's only on the mastery skill. And that was Ninny. Let's go ahead and check out Noel. But first of all, guys, if you guys haven't already subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button down there. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to a goal of 1,000 subs, and at that point in time, I will be having a giveaway. So just a friendly reminder. Anyways, let's go ahead and check right into Noel. All right, her talent here is going to be increase the damage rate and damage reduction rate of all female characters by 1%. Okay. By the way, speaking of female, these are actually going to be 2 huge new characters for an all-female team. So keep that in the back of your mind. Huge 2 new units for an all-female team. Anyways, so her passive here, Noel's passive, increase crit rate. Further increases crit rate upon taking damage for 1 round. Okay, that means when she gets hit, she increases her crit rate as well. When she uses her rage, she deals extra damage at 60% of her attack. So it's kind of like a little bit of Muramasa. I see. Alright, let's see here. Rage. Magic number 75, Gatling Crown. Okay, so just like as I was saying before, Hados, they have magic in this. Front row. Okay, so this is going to be an all front row attack. Ignores 10% of the damage reduction. On crit, deals additional 10% of her own attack as damage to the enemy to the lowest health enemy. So that's interesting. It's going to be 60 plus an additional 10. Except for that 60 is going to be for the entire team, and the 10 is going to be for just the lowest enemy. All right, and the awakened weapon, here we are. Front row attack, 30% increase crit rate. Ignores 25% damage reduction rate. That is 15 more. That is more than double damage reduction rate from the non-awakened weapon. On crit, restores 200 rage. Deals damage 10% of the max HP as damage. Okay, so it's percentage damage on top of that. Deals additional 20% of her own attack as damage to the lowest health enemy. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be a focus character. First of all, it's going to be like a Muramasa for the front row. It ignores 25% of the damage reduction rate, and it's going to be on top of that when you crit, which is going to be damage character, so it's already going to have a base crit of like 60% on crit. It's going to give her rage back. So if that's multiplicative, it's going to be up to 600 rage back. That's going to be insane if you can get her rage rate up. And on top of that, it's going to be focused with the enemy with the lowest health. So this is going to be a very strong unit for killing the front row. Very, very strong unit. I'm actually rather impressed. If this is how she looks in game, it's going to be really, really strong. Anyways, all right, her mastery skill deals damage to an enemy, increases crit rate by 30% for 2 rounds. Okay, let's a little bit of a Dongaichi go in there as well. All right, so what I am seeing here is with Noel, it's going to be an attack. It's going to be pretty much, we're looking at, as I said, Muramasa. It's going to be a Muramasa attack to the front row, and it's going to be Ichigo on the on the mastery skill. And it's going to have a little bit of percentage damage in there as well, health damage. So that's insane. That's going to be so strong, especially because the front row is the actual tanky part of the enemy team. So this is probably going to be a character I might want to invest in because I have a whole lot of back row attackers. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure every back row attacker up to now I have at 7-star. So let's go ahead and take a look here at Ninny. So Ninny was, as I said before, it looks like she is going to be pretty much a Rukia. She's going to be pretty much Rukia, and she is going to pretty much do the same thing Rukia does, but a whole lot better. And she's going to remove CC from your back row. So it's going to be like Yachiru, how she removes CC from your back row, and Rukia combined as well. And then a little bit of healing rate in there as well. So anyways, both of these characters are looking actually insanely strong. Especially Noel. Noel's looking really, really, really strong. Ninny is, again, looking like Rukia 2.0. And, okay, so one more thing here real quick. We also have these pictures right here, and usually only with these we have strength training, as you can see in the back there. I have strength training with Senbo and Zakura right here in the back. So I'm assuming that maybe they're going to add some strength training into this event as well, which is actually something I was talking to support about. Was, hey, why don't you guys add strength training in with these events? It'll actually get people to want to level up the characters to a certain point where they're usable, and on top of that, it'll give people an actual, resources to push them to use them right away, as opposed to taking a week, 2 weeks, a month just to get them up to par with other characters. So I'm actually really interested to see what they do with that. And once again, this is going to be an event, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens, but I kind of do hope that they wait about another month or so, because everybody is really, really low on resources, and we need a little bit of time to save up. Speaking of which, I also hope that they give us some events here in the future or new content in the future to actually let us save up quickly those resources. Alright, anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys actually enjoyed this content and would like to see more stuff like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button down there below. I would appreciate it. I'm, again, trying to get to 1,000 subs, and I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button, smash that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up in the comments section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And once again, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one.